When pictures of a poor little dog from Telolapan, Mexico, depicting his brutal confinement and torture under the scorching sun went viral, animal lovers were absolutely enraged and demanded immediate action. Reports said that the dog was being kept dangled on an extremely short chain, which rendered him helpless to properly move around or even stand. He was on his hind legs throughout the day and was left strangled and choked. The alleged owners of the dog reside in the neighborhood of Emiliano Zapata in the Telolapan, Mexico. The chain which tied the dog's neck was so short that he wasn't even able to sit or stand without struggling. What's unbearable to even watch or witness is being experienced and endured by the poor canine. None of his suffering seemed to have triggered a nerve or two in the hearts of his owners, as they arrogantly claimed the dog is doing fine and his welfare is being taken care of. This crime did not go unnoticed, as concerned strangers who passed by this grueling sight stepped forward often to inquire about the dog, his owners, and the reason for this horrible treatment. One stranger in particular approached the dog's owners directly and started begging them to surrender the poor animal, but it was a failed attempt, as the owners chased the individual away and left the poor pup to continue enduring its torment. Luckily, the stranger managed to take photos and posted them on social media, where the news began to spread. This is not the first time such cruel acts have been forced upon dogs, who still to this day universally value humans as their best friends. These animals trust us with their lives, and the least we can do is treat them with kindness and equality. No one expects a person to go out of their way and dedicate their entire lives to ending animal suffering, but to not be the cause of it ought to be a fundamental sentiment in all humans. Crimes against animals are rampant all over the world, and this is a serious issue as the root of human conflict stems from our behavior and treatment of all other species who have equal rights to earth and life. We hear more stories of similar atrocious acts on dogs and other animals on a near daily basis. Thankfully, with the help of social media, we have opportunities to rescue them and apprehend the ones responsible. Leaving a dog out in the blazing heat all day is not something to take lightly. These furry animals suffer from dehydration and overheating far worse than humans. Only recently in Texas, a golden retriever suffered severe burns on its paws due to the heat on the pavement his owner walked him on. The heat burned right through the animal's protective paw pads and damaged a portion of its skin and flesh underneath. Animals with heavy layers of fur find it much harder to adapt to heat than humans, but fare much better in colder environments thanks to biological thermal heating. It was absolutely traumatic to witness the plight that this poor dog endured. It left many frustrated and restless due to the inability to immediately do something about this. Many people who saw the pictures online were worried that the poor animal might strangle himself due to the amount of pain it continues to go through. These sorts of stories must urge more people to stand up for our animal friends, especially in cases of dire need such as this. If this dog's torture was completely ignored by the stranger who shared its pictures on social media, then the poor dog might have died by now, that too in serious pain. Animal lovers around the world are hoping for a quick response from the local authorities and that animal activists step in to rescue this dog soon.